Hi everyone. I'd like to speak to you today about one of the most challenging and urgent issues in the world, one that I know is on the minds and in the hearts of many people in our community. For the last 21 months, since the horrific and unjustifiable attacks by Hamas against Israel on October 7, 2023, the world has borne witness to the indiscriminate and disproportionate violence that Israel has inflicted on the Palestinian people, especially those living in Gaza. Like so many of you, I am horrified at the more than 60,000 Palestinians who have been killed, so many of whom are women and children. The scenes of civilian suffering and death that we have witnessed make a mockery of the phrase, never again. We are failing the test set for us by previous generations to prevent mass humanitarian atrocities. Crimes against civilians, ethnic cleansing, war crimes, and acts of genocide are never justified. Nor is criminal impunity for the leaders who order or permit such acts to occur. During this time, Canada has repeatedly expressed its opposition to Israel's aggressive and illegal actions against Palestinians, just as it has condemned Hamas as a terrorist group for its violence against Israeli civilians. In recent months, the federal government has gone further, supporting the International Criminal Court's investigations of war crimes by Prime Minister Netanyahu, providing more humanitarian relief for Gaza, and imposing sanctions on 2 ministers in the Israeli government. Just days ago, Canada signed a statement with 25 allies and partner countries condemning Israel's withholding of humanitarian aid and causing what Prime Minister Carney has described as a, quote, rapidly deteriorating humanitarian disaster in Gaza. These actions by the Israeli government are an affront to international law and are contrary to our values and national interests. I am pleased to see Canada standing with like-minded countries to say that what Israel is doing in Gaza is wrong and we cannot support it. But given all that we have seen and the suffering that continues, we must do more. As a proud champion of international law and the global order established at the end of World War II in response to the Holocaust, Canada must do more. Our leaders have repeatedly said that further actions will follow if Israel does not cease its aggression. Now is the time for such action. Today, I join those calling for Canada to respond to Israel's continued violence against the Palestinian people by enforcing Canadian and international laws against war crimes and genocide, and finally taking the critical step towards realizing a 2-state solution to peace in the Middle East, recognizing a free and independent state of Palestine. I am one voice in Parliament and cannot make these changes on my own. Nor is everything that I do in my official role necessarily visible to the public. But I commit to continuing what I have done since I was first elected around 3 months ago, advocating within Parliament and within my party for a principled Canadian foreign policy that is true to our history, true to our values, and meets the simple standard of what is right and what is wrong.